All right, guys, we need to get on it. So this is our unit that opens up with circles. The two parts that I've completely skipped over is the area of a circle and the circumference of a circle. So I know that you know that. Area of a circle is pi r squared, and the circumference is 2 pi r. So we're going to talk about central angles and arc measures. A central angle is an angle with its vertex at the center of the circle. And its two sides are the radii. So this would be center and radii. The sum of all central angles in a circle is exactly what the sum of the circle is, and that's 360 degrees. So example of a central angle would be angle ABC, and we still write that angle with the angle outside. The degree of the arc formed by the endpoints of the central angle is the length to the degree of the central angle. It is equal. So if the angle of ABC, notice this is how we label the measurement of arc AC is going to be 84 degrees. So pay attention to how to write the measure of an arc, and then it's equal to that central angle. So I know that there are 360 degrees in a circle. So this is a major arc, ADC. It's a major arc because it's more than 180 degrees. And I know that it is going to be 360 minus 84 degrees, which brings us to 276 degrees. So the measurement of arc ADC is 276. So again, pay attention. M means measurement, so that's the number. And then the arc located above that. So on number one, real quick, I'm going to go through. If the central angle JNK is 21 degrees, the measurement of JK is going to be 21 degrees. JNM, you know that this is supplementary. So if this is 21, this is going to be 159 degrees. So angle of JNM is 159 degrees. KL is also, the arc measurement is going to be 159 degrees. JKM, it's going to be 180 plus 21, so that gives us 201 degrees. And then the measurement of major arc MKL is 180 plus 159, and that's going to give us 339 degrees. Okay, so pretty simple how to figure out the central angles and the arc measurements. Just know that they're equal, so all the algebra, that's going to remain the same as what we've seen in the past. Okay, so you should be able to go through those, and then, of course, if you have questions, come see me in tutoring. Let's just stop by and look at number 5 real quick. You know that the measurement of arc RST is 180 degrees because it's a semicircle, it's half. So you know this angle is 180, so that arc has to be 180. So my equation would be 15x minus 26 plus 26 equals 180, right? Additive inverse, and so 15x equals 180. And so then x is going to be equal to 12, okay? So that's how you would figure that out. Same thing over here. It should be pretty easy for you at this point. Okay, moving on to the arc length. The arc length is a proportion of the circumference. So it's just a little bit of the circumference. So remember that the whole circle circumference is 2 pi r, or diameter times pi. And if I'm looking for a specific section, it's going to be a proportion of that circumference. So the formula for your arc length, I'm going to give you a formula, and that's going to be the length equals the degree of the measurement of the arc times the circumference divided by 360. Okay? Now, I'm also going to show you how to set it up proportionally because that's the way I like to solve it. But if you're a formula kind of guy, that's what you're going to go with. So I'll show you my way. So it says, if EB is 15, find the length of CD. So I want this length right here, okay? So what I'm looking for is, if this is 68 degrees, I know that this is supplementary, so that's going to be 112 degrees. Everybody with me? Okay, so I know that there are 360 degrees in a full circle. and I'm looking for 112 degrees of that circle, right? So the total circle is 360 degrees in degree measurements. What is the total circumference? The circumference is 2 pi r. So the circumference of this circle is going to be 2 times 15, which is 30, and it's going to be 30 pi. So remember, proportions are is over of, or part over whole. So this is the whole degree, this is the whole circumference. And I'm just looking of proportion. I'm looking for this length of 112 degrees. So now here's my proportion, and I can solve it, and I can, cross multiply, and I get 360 degrees times x equals 112 times 30 pi. Man, I don't have a calculator, but that's how you would set up your proportion there, and that's how you would solve it, okay? Now, I'm going to show you how to do it using the formula. All right. So, if my length is equal to x, the degree measure of the arc is still 112. That doesn't change because this is the arc measure that I'm looking for. So it's 112 degrees times circumference. We know this is 15, so it's still 30 times pi over 360, which is exactly what that proportion set it up to be. That's just shortened. So when you solve that, you get, this is going to be equal to 3,360 pi over 360, and so it's going to be equal to 29.32 centimeters. Okay, so that's going to be the length of that arc measure. So follow that formula, and that's what it looks like. If you have questions, come and see me. I know that was kind of fast, or we can talk about it in DC. All right, so that's video 1.